cream, my goodness. So I'm sitting in the car, right, because the yurt is overrun with children at the Learning Collective. And we've got beautiful friends who are staying in the little yurt, which is really cool. We're so glad they're here. And my friend, who I often go to her place to do all my uploading because our internet is so bad, and she's kind of like my sort of office. I go there, we hang out, we talk, and I do a lot of work, but she is moving away. Oh, it's so sad. But that means I've like literally got nowhere to work these days. Last week I did take my great big desktop, my Mac, my whole Mac into the library to use their Wi-Fi and do my work. But it felt super weird doing that, and you know, like I was literally like hiking it in, hoping nobody would look at me, you know. So I'm in a bit of a pickle, but I also woke up feeling like, man, I've got nowhere to work today, and I don't really know what to do, like at a bit of a loss really, like directionless. But I'm on day 2 of my period. I'm tracking my cycle publicly on Instagram at the moment. And I'm on day 2 and things just really feel unsettled. I feel like what I really need to do is just do like a deep dive into like the netherworld. Netherworld? Is that a place? I need to go there. I feel like I need to do that, but actually I've got loads of work to do. So I'm in this very strange in-between place. That, my friends, is not a good place from which to work. So I was, and so I drove to the beach, you know, like the beach has the answers. Because when you come to the beach and you just like look at the ocean and the sky, suddenly I find that my whole world expands. I'm like, anything is possible. But you know what? I got here and it's just been like hailing for 50 minutes. So I'm literally sitting in the car. I'm trying to make the most of it. I'm doing my journaling, and I went to the library too, and I've got some books. I'm all trying to get myself into a bit of a flow zone. Because I really believe that when we put ourselves into a flow zone, when we do lots of things that we love, listen to our favorite songs, dance, go to the beach, go to the library, those are all my favorite things. When we do those, we can kind of shift our mind into this place of joy. We can flood our bodies with endorphins, which is just like magic stuff. And from that place, amazing things happen and creativity just blooms and self-love just grows and life feels good even if you're on day 2 of your period. So that's my mission today. I'm trying to get myself into flow zone, but it's hailing, so I've been flow zoning in the car, which feels strange, and it's not hailing right this second, so I should probably get out. Yay, it's beautiful weather now. So that's super cool. Just look at this place. So today's video, I wanted to chat a little bit about co-sleeping, because do you know what? I still share the family bed with my daughters. They are, Ramona is 7 and Juno is 5. Oh, hey, this is a good thing to get into my flow zone. Okay, so yeah, co-sleeping. I want to talk about co-sleeping because over on Channel Mum, my peeps, we're all talking about sleep. And I think I might be the only person in that little network of mums. Jeez. When's the girl gonna get her breath back? Who still co-sleep, who still share a bed with their big kids. And I did not think, when I was a young mum, that I'd be bed sharing with my children who are that old. It wasn't kind of part of the plan. But the more I have co-slept, the more that I have researched it, the more I believe that if your kids want to share a bed with you, it's not a problem. And in fact, there's some kind of emotional benefits in there. Oh, it's starting to rain. Need to go find some shelter. Shelter. So we have got bunk beds for our girls. You've seen our bed set up. It's a big king bed and then 2 bunks above. And when Ramona turned 7, she started sleeping in her bed, and she did it for about 6 months. But recently she's just really wanted to cuddle us. She's been having quite a lot of nightmares, and so she starts off in her own bed, but you know, usually by 11 she's climbed down and she sleeps with me. And the 3 of us just really sleep so well, all just snuggled up. Tim has his own bed. He makes a bed out in the middle of the yurt because he just actually can't handle like bodies touching him and things like that. And in some ways I really do miss cuddling Tim at night, but I don't think he really misses cuddling me because he's not a cuddler. He just isn't. It's funny how some of us just love being tangled up while we sleep, and others are just like, don't touch me. That's Tim. We do have quite a strange view of sleep, I think, in Western society here in New Zealand and in England, which is that, you know, apart from couples, everybody should sleep in their own bed, and that married couples should always sleep in the same bed. And that's just like really strange. It feels really bizarrely prescriptive. Like, why isn't the rule for sleep just sleep in the place you get the most sleep? Oh, this is just like the most beautiful place in the world. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. Oh my goodness, another perfect place for getting in the flow zone. Wow, universe. Just flippin' wow. Oh, nearly tripped. That would be bad. Just, I feel like joy is kind of massively underrated. I feel like mums in particular need to prioritize their joy and their pleasure. Just having fun, man. Because out of that fun and out of that joy flows compassion and love and grace and no stress. If joy and pleasure are worthy goals, then I just don't think we need to put so much pressure on sleep and on nighttime, on getting our kids to sleep independently. Now, we have always co-slept with our babies. Just kind of, they came out and I just felt like I should keep them close to me. It was really easy for me to just respond to that urge and that instinct that I had. But I did do this. I can remember reading that if your baby wakes in the night and they need something, do not make eye contact. And I can remember Ramona being like 2 months old and me, I don't know what I was doing, like giving her a breastfeed or something, and I was like looking away like I cannot make eye contact with Ramona because something really bad will happen. I think they thought it maybe activated their brain or something, but I did it like a couple of times and it felt so weird that I just didn't do it again. And if she wakes, when she woke up in the night, I'd give her a kiss and a cuddle and I'd say, hello little one. And then we'd have a breastfeed and then promptly she'd fall straight back to sleep. I feel like it's so easy to get really hung up and worried about sleep, and these days we just make a point of having lots of giggles and laughter and stories and cuddles, and it really works for us. It means that we all just sleep really well and peacefully. And it doesn't really work for Tim, which is why he gets lots of sleep in another bed. And I just know for a fact that my children are not going to be in my bed forever. So I know that the day is going to come when they'll 100% definitely want to be in their own bed, and me and Tim will be sharing a bed again, and we've got the whole rest of our lives to be sharing a bed, and we've got the whole rest of our day to be connecting and touching and cuddling and creating our own oxytocin between each other. We don't have to lie in bed to do that, because our brains are at a stage where we can know that we're loved and know that we're held without needing to be there. Whereas when my kids are having nightmares, I feel like it's a really beautiful thing that I can immediately just put my hand there and say, you're okay. Or when they cry out in the night, that I'm just right there, and it's really easy for them to know that they're safe. I had to run and jump back in the car because a humongous hailstorm came out of absolutely nowhere. That is spring for you, far out. About as fickle as my emotions today. So, about co-sleeping, you know what? We have got serious sleep disorders. Something like 2/3 of all people get less than 8 hours sleep a night. Now, I don't think that our childhood sleep experience completely accounts for all the insomnia that people have as adults, but I do think that something isn't working, and it might just be that there are some families out there like yours possibly who will be liberated by bringing a more relaxed attitude to the family bed, just doing it in whatever way suits your family, whatever helps more of you get the most sleep, basically. Thank you so much for watching. You can tap into more of my stuff via patreon.com. You can become a patron for as little as $1, but for $3 you can get my monthly live streams. Oh, and if you want to join in with the Instagram menstrual cycle awareness stuff, you can find that in the link in the box below. I'm Lulastic blog over on Instagram. Wherever you are, much love to you and stay radical. Mwah.